Alright, hopefully now we're back. Yeah, just Streamlabs had a issue there. I was also trying to alt-tab and such, so... I don't know, but we should be back now. Should be fine. Yeah, anyway, so they were just saying you should join us, professional, and the other one says, gentlemen, don't do that. That's where we left off. I don't know, but we should be... The Reavers and the Basilisk guy. Pick it up from there. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, we should be fine now. Just a restream, second part, we had a couple hours before. And now we're back. Great.
My ears and pains my heart. You aim to kill your caste? It cannot be. The creature is protected. If you fear to lose the guild's reward, I shall repay it, and reward you doubly to leave the beast be. You cannot slay the last living specimen of a near-extinct subspecies.
Sounds good.
Willing to pay, are you? Long as we do nothing? That's rather novel. What say you to that, master? Far as I know, beasts culled the human race by 5 already.
Basilisk lives for now. We're not gonna kill it.
A witcher defending a beast. Ever seen that, lads? You like them peaches?
Ah, no scrapping with filth today, it seems. But, you made some mention of coin, as I recall.
I did indeed. And the word once given...
Your share, Witcher.
Oh, that's nice.
Easiest job I've ever done. Godspeed, Witcher. Strange working with you. Strange, but nice.
Godspeed, boys.
You spared your caste. I thank you. And be assured, I'll take great care she not dine on any other souls.
Gotta try harder. Figure out a way to keep folk out of this area.
That I shall do. Master, you must accept more, be it a symbolic sum. Had you not come along, the Reefers would surely have slain my Yokast.
Don't need any money. But yeah, now that I've spared her, obviously we're gonna do the other option the next time. So Death March Yokast will be a lot tougher than it would have been on Story and Sword. Hopefully we're ready by then, because a lot of these monsters and enemies are extremely difficult to kill, so without you getting killed. So we'll try.
Don't need any more. Rather you paid it out to the families of your pets' victims.
Noble of you, Master. I shall take the advice to heart. Your caste has flown her nest.
Must have sensed a threat. Likely to return eventually, though.
She'll return. Always does. I suspect I might even know where she's gone. I tracked her away and believe she might have found a new mate. It's an ordinary basilisk, not a silvery one. But something might come of it. Who knows? Your caste could lay new eggs. Perhaps produce an entirely new crossbreed.
Silver.
Sure hope not. Take care.
Yeah, so it would have been a unique subspecies, but this way.
I'm to deliver a lecture soon.
This way we didn't have to worry about that. I do not remember the name of it, but yeah, that's one way to do it. See if I can find it real quick. It's nice to read that. While tracking the basilisk, Geralt found yet another corpse. As things stood, it seemed a band of Crinfried Reavers was also hunting the basilisk. They had taken on a contract from a local guild and in their arrogance collected the fee in advance. Yet the mercenaries somehow took an immediate liking to Geralt, which I find hard to believe as I'm quite familiar with their type. They offered to join forces with the Witcher in fighting the beast and promised to share their reward with him once it was brought down. Geralt decided he would not slay the basilisk. The Count in turn pledged to take more precautions towards safeguarding merchants passing through his pet's feeding range. He also promised that Geralt would acquire ingredients at a special price from herbalists he knew. Yeah, that worked out better for us, even though it's more exciting, of course, to fight the Basilisk. Just consider that they're unique, the last of its kind.
I shall mention you, Witcher, with the utmost possible veneration.
So that worked out great.
I'm to deliver a lecture.
That worked out just fine. Obviously, we'll see the Basilisk next time. What the hell is this giant-ass deer thing? That's weird. Anyway, that worked out great, didn't it? Yes, it did. Worked out good for now, though. You know, if I had, thought ahead to the Death March playthrough, I would have fought the Basilisk now, spared it the next time, but I like to do the good, honorable thing when possible, and,
Go.
the first playthrough is good to do that more often. Ah, shit, frame drop. Fucking frame drop. I might turn the Wi-Fi on, see if that helps. Right now it's straight Ethernet, and it is not stable. I don't know what to do about that. There's a brief update I had earlier for automatic Wolfenstein, the old blood. Not sure why that updated. It was a 254.1 kilobyte update, so that should be really easy. Frame drop kind of mysteriously coming now. Out of nowhere, I'm not sure why. But it's no big deal. We'll just fight around Death March. Should be more exciting, be more challenging. And I want to do those extra locations here while I'm here, so let's start with that one, I guess, by the boat. I mean, I'm nearby, might as well check it out. I have that enhanced armor, weapons, big feat to fill the 4th group. So if you go to the area, then it shows your quest, but usually you just don't happen upon that. It's hard to actually find the different parts of the quest. Makes it a little harder to navigate.
Blood. Lots of it.
Kind of hard to see it when it's highlighted like that.
Kicky Moors?
More marshlands. Plenty of marshlands here. There they are. One of these. Oh, shit. And some things.
Some stench.
Say quest failed? No, it doesn't. It just said search the nest. Thought maybe I failed something. That would have been upsetting. Yeah, the fireworks pretty well against them. Be fine, Big warrior. To the underbelly. Got some of that armor if I can. Ooh. Ouch. That's painful.
Not good.
Venom. Yep, not very good. Almost dead again. It happens. Oh, adrenaline saved me. I consume all adrenaline points to return full health. Otherwise would have died without that skill. Some of these skills, yeah, make a big difference. Definitely. Crossbow critical hit chance pierces and knocks down or stun opponents. When it's struck when they have full vitality, lose 15%. That is pretty impressive. That's a good one too. But I need those greater mutagens is the thing. Yeah, that's impressive. You want to use the crossbow more. "11 foes. Oh, that's a good one if you keep dying. Definitely. That's another built-in saver. Each point of toxicity increases damage. That'd be good too. A lot of these are unique and interesting. Adrenaline, yeah, good. Skin. Applying critical effects to opponents activates a random decoction for 120 seconds with no toxicity cost. So that's for a good critical build for sure. Maximum number of decoctions that can be activated simultaneously by the mutation is 5. Witcher's senses help you see better in dark places. Adds an extra thing there. That's a good one. That's maybe the best one, but you need critical hits is the thing. Critical effects to opponents. Surely that'd be critical hits, wouldn't it? Curious. A lot of interesting things here. And I have extra slots here. So I guess you can do multiple at once. Once you do 8 mutations, 4 mutations, 2 mutations. Yeah, I just need to get another one as soon as I have greater red mutagens, or I can make this one. Or this one. Didn't know I had them. Might as well activate them. Let's see if it gives me that extra slot now. Yep. Thanks to the Strengthened Synapses mutation, you have an extra ability slot at your disposal. Color of the ability you activate in the extra slot must match the color of the active mutation. Don't really know what the heck that means. Oh, you just have one type, so you stick to one kind. I see. That's rough. Advanced mutations distinguished by their yellow color require multiple types of mutagens, but also allow you to use any abilities from the combat signs or alchemy groups. Advanced mutations distinguished by their yellow color. Advanced mutations. So, if I have toxic blood on, I could put another one there. But I only have the one right now, so I guess I can't put anything here. Oh wait, that's just perks, not mutations? I'm so confused. I thought I could put multiple mutations there. No, you can only really do one of these at a time. That's why they made them all pretty amazing. If you had multiple, it would be really OP. I'm sure with mods or something you could do that, but the standard default, vanilla game lets you have one mutation at a time, and it just happens to give you extra slots, which are the same as these after all. So for that, I can put a red one for now, if I use that one, or I could switch to that one. It's either Deadly Counter, which is good for humans, immune to counterattacks and monsters. Other cases, the attacker's vitality is less than 20% of counterattack immediately triggers a finish. Or I could do this one. If you're injured melee combat, the attacking opponent receives damage in the amount of 3% of damage dealt for every point of your toxicity level. So for that, 97% to a maximum of 300%. So this one I have to be using toxicity. It's kind of nice to not always need toxicity, unless, I do that one too. So I guess I'll stick to that, and I'll just put on one of these. Yeah, like arrow parrying, or dodging, or counterattack. That's a pretty good one, I think. Successful counterattack. The next attack deals bonus damage. Alright, well at least I have more slots to work with. I could just put one of these. Oh, I have to be the right color, yeah, I forget. So, I guess I'll stick to that for now. Do strong attacks later. Oh, it's powerful. I mean, it does reduce resistances and things. Oh my goodness. Time slowed, 50% while aiming the crossbow. That's fine. Alright, it's whatever. It's really just, you know, icing on the cake type things. Well, it'd be nice to have multiple mutagens. And the silver sword needs repair, unless I want to replace it, so I can base it like that. You know, you need the right slot, so. It's all steel swords, no extra silver swords. They're pretty distinguished, so might as well repair it. We've got 40% or 15%. Don't understand how that could be worth more. No, it's not worth more. Just the different look of it. You know, see the blue background. So yeah, 40% or 15%. See no real reason not to just use that one, so I used it up a bit. 215 for 30, 80%. One more for 95. And we use that all up, but I still have some of these. Good enough, quick save often, and I think that's fine.
Kicking more eggs.
Kicking more.
Need to incinerate these to ash.
Will do. That is that.
So, missing workers. This is what became of them.
Buried by Kikimores. And we don't need to return that quest or anything. I guess we're just good. Look at the other undiscovered locations. The next ones being... Yeah, I was just on the way. I just happened to find that on the way there. You can solve a problem related to the construction of Lebiota's statue. What? Why is that on Roach right now? I'm confused, like, why that Roach just happens to be on top of that. It's just there. Well, maybe I'll get that on the way back later, so I'm not really sure what that is, but... Let's go to the custom marker for now, I guess. Or I could just go straight north to this one. I guess it's easier just go in a row. So I'll go west first. Soap and exciting stuff. Nice morning still. Still the early morning. Hans dog. What the hell is that? Bandits. I could make it so that Roach never gets spooked, but... Do we have Hangman's Venom on? Make sure Hangman's Venom is on. Yeah, it's on. Alright, it's fine. We'll just take care of them, you know? Silly bandit camp out of nowhere. I know it's not much space, Roach, but we gotta kill at least one on horseback, right? At least one needs to die this way before I give up my horse advantage. Oh yeah, he's finisher. That's the symbol for finish him the heck off. Whoa! Oh no, I think that Roach did that. Roach actually took his head off. That's impressive, huh? Alright, Quinn, because why not? And we'll take care of the bastards. Oh, arrow. That was a direct hit. No giant hammer for you. I'm gonna melt your armor first, don't you worry. Have some of this. Ooh, the jab, counter jab.
Not too late to surrender.
See if I can deflect the arrow. Nope, that didn't work. Gonna stab him while he's on the ground, but that's okay. And he died. Alright, good enough. Just some bandits. Story and sword is not too tough. Usually just some monsters, other sequences, very elaborate. Sometimes you do fight like armies, you know. It's not the Nilfgaardian camp, you just whirl on all of them. Oh, letter to a mother. Lots of stuff in that chest. Darling mother, forgive me for fleeing without saying a word, but you know if father learned my intentions, he would sooner break my knees than allow me to leave. You must understand, the life of a village scribbler is not for me. I do not want to end up like father, spending my entire life hunched over tomes and slowly losing my eyesight during days and nights spent in dark offices. I want to live a life of adventure. Perhaps one day I'll visit you, my darling mother. Meanwhile, may you know health and happiness. Your loving son, Fabrice. And if he ran with these bandits, life of adventure had a violent end, and not much of a exciting life. With a bandit, I mean, that's basically a highway robber. Basically thug, you know. Not organized crime, be at least better, you know. Not less violent, but at least it's more distinguished, a little more sophisticated. Alright then. Good job, Roach. Whoa! That was intense. That was scary. Calm down. Alright. Moving on. Custom marker. So yeah, those dogs they used as guard dogs. Kind of weird. They're mutants or something. Who knows? Yep, Roach took a guy's head off. That was exciting. He's the chivalric virtue Roach now, so he can hold his own. Putting a saddle away. Yeah, imagine I take out the saddlebags. I'd have no friggin' carry weight. I'd be overcumbered. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. There's a decoction for that. At least we overburden. Sucks, man. Alright, I was just showing you that for reference. Keep those Zirconian. What is it? Zirconian. No. Zirconian saddlebags. Yeah, I'm just running out of room because of all those weapons and armor. Those are pretty heavy. And the dye. Could put the dye. Purple pants. Purple boots. Purple gloves. That's fine for now. No big deal. I might look a little better the gloves. Just the bracer part of it. Does change that, yeah. Or I could do brown. Basically the same. Basically the same. Green. It's not very strong. And yellow. Turquoise. That gets rid of the brown, I guess, but then the gloves aren't black anymore. Just want to make the bracers better. It's hard to do like specific parts of it that I want. I like the black gloves. They're darker, they're not really black. Oh well, it's cat school, you know. Get the good woven one eventually. Once I have level, I think it's one more level for that, wasn't it? I need to be. Oh, that was intense. I need to be level. Maybe it was 40. Yeah, I was like 38 when I started. I'll go back to the master armor next time I'm in the town. We'll make sure we get all that we need. It's very expensive, but it is the best armor. I'm not really saving the money for anything else. Upgrade my house, maybe the winery, but plenty of time for that, of course. That just, you know, if he wants to live here. But life of a witcher is typically on the road a lot, isn't it? Doesn't stay in one place for very long. It's not your typical adventurer swordsman. Gosh dang it. I have such a hard time following custom markers when it always makes you lock in on this main quest line. It's not like I went very far, but it's not that big of a map. I mean, it is very good, big size for the DLC, but it'll take you all day to explore the map. These guys just in the vineyards nearby. Dangerous plants that they are. Very dangerous. Holy. Protect me, bush. Good bush. Could use bombs. I have plenty of ingredients, but I feel like it's not really necessary just for standard plants. But they are. Hopefully not. Stop slapping me.
Your head from my saddle.
Alright, now I'm in trouble. Now the venom is setting in. I need a little more help than I thought. Use my dancing star already. Can freeze them, that would work. If I land it, yeah, that was just barely next to it. Close enough. Gosh dang it. And they still explode and all, of course. Yeah. Alright, Thunderbolt or healing. Right now I should probably heal. Replace the black blood for now. Let's see, I have Superior and Enhance. Superior, of course. Actually, right there works. Swallow. The heavy attacks. Almost as efficient. Light attacks. Right now I just have the light attack build, so it doesn't make sense to use heavy attacks at all. Just fun sometimes. Alright, takes care of those. Pretty intense plants. Nearly would have killed them if...
Arca spores will sprout again. Should destroy the area if I want to get rid of them for good.
Or you can farm them forever, but I might as well get rid of them. Grape Shot's a really good one. Only has some of them destroy nests, though. Some of them is just the blinding ones, so... There you have it. Good stuff, good times. Runestone in there, that's random. I must save the rest of my fish. Could do that decoction. I do want that mutagen. Now it gives you a random. I just need to like build up my critical hits more, but should be alright. I don't think I really need a decoction right now, but maybe I'll take one in a bit, or I could just meditate. Is there any I just want to put on now? Maybe the next combat. It doesn't really make sense to take one just while roaming, or I could put on the warrior one. 50% increase to mounted combat damage. You really can't go wrong with that. Not that you can use Roach everywhere, but for the out open places like this, it's pretty good. Yep, you always have to have some quest applied, even if that quest is explore the lands or something. Kind of silly. I mean, that makes sense. There's a whole lot of story in the game. I'm glad they did that, sure. They encourage people to see the amazing dialogue and story and cinematic. Oh, what are you doing here? Yeah, might as well take that decoction, speaking of. On for the warrior. Replace black blood for now. Thunderbolt is generally good. Drink it up. Alright, now you're in for it. Bandit, 50% bonus. No chance. One more. Almost a hair away. Ooh, yeah. Here it is. What a good photo mode of me taking his head off. How is he missing? He's right there. There it is. Alright. Not bad, huh? Much cleaner than some things I've seen. Oh my goodness. Yep, photo mode lets you see all the little details. A bloody good time, huh? Wow. That's pretty good. I mean, obviously, you know, it's a few feet away, but still. Wow, they did so well on this. They really made it pretty good for what it is. Oh my goodness. Witcher 4 should be really groundbreaking. I think the first two games were good for what they were too, but they're a lot more clunky compared to this. But they have a lot of good story to them from certain stuff. That was a good one, Geralt. Just a day in the life. He's unbothered. Just a day in the life. He has like no emotions for anything. It's great. He obviously is passionate still, but he's, you know, detached. He's a mutant. People don't like Witchers for those reasons. Wow. Hangman's Venom, Roach, the chivalric champion. A day in the life, huh? Silly bandit. Shouldn't have messed with us. That is exciting, yeah. Lopped his head off. Wow. 7% frame drop on OIS. So high this time. I am just on the straight Ethernet, so I didn't turn the Wi-Fi on, so maybe I will turn on the Wi-Fi next time, be a little more stable. I'm trying to compare, you know, what's the difference, what makes it better. I really don't know the difference. I don't have the technical expertise to understand stuff like that. His expression, yeah. Alright, one more screenshot. I'm trying to get the good angles. It's kind of tough. Like, what angle really is the best? From the back, from the front? I don't know. It's all exciting, though. Which way the head will roll. Alright, on we go. It's open, exciting times. Let's move on. It's open, good fun. Yeah, frame drop is under 10% at least. That was fun. Bandit. Yeah, the warrior decoction lasts me 40 minutes. And basically makes Roach symbiotic warrior. Don't have to keep casting Axie on Roach, because that would calm him down, but just, you know, it's too time consuming to do that all the time. Alright. Where's horse? Oh, it's the bandit's horse. Yeah, I forgot I knocked him off the horse. Well, you're free now, horsey. You can do anything with other people's horse, it's not like Red Dead. And you can't pet the horse. Alright. Witcher just wouldn't pet the horse. He's not Arthur Morgan. Obviously, Geralt of Rivia is the best. Alright, what do we have in here? Bandit sight.
Dance.
More bandits. Hiccup. What is this? How to Train Your Dragon? Yeah, I think you do more damage when you go higher speed, so it is worth it. It is generally worth it to go at max speed, it's just hard, you know. Kill the archer first, not a bad idea. Kill him. Yeah, this is actually very viable for Death March too. Do have quite the advantage on Roach. It's harder, but I do more damage right now, so until they force me off the horse, might as well stay on here. No one's circling Geralt today. Probably ever. Fancy bandits. Finish him off. Very nice. It's a nice straightforward way to do it. It's good fun. Well, here comes a lot more. So I'll go ahead and get back on. What? That shouldn't happen. Oh.
What? Lost your nerve?
It's definitely quicker and easier to do it this way. But Death March, I really need to do that. On Roach a lot more. So I just do too much damage at once, you know. I do a lot of damage. A few cuts, do the trick. Counter attack, very nice. Need some health. No big deal. So good excitement. Last one, right? Last one on the board. Come on over. good here. Good to go. Yeah, I mean, that's only one decoction you can use at once. Maybe you can take 2 at once, I don't think so. But just the toxicity makes me think that is possible. Let me make sure that's not possible. You can! So if you take 2 decoctions at once, you have both effects, but you are literally max toxicity, and you have no room for any other potions at that point. Probably not a good idea. I don't think I'll do that in Death March at all, but Story and Sword I could probably afford to not use potions. I didn't really think about that. Yeah, let's see his toxicity. 100%. No offset level, just 100% toxicity right now. Huh, it works though. Obviously cannot take Thunderbolt, cannot take Swallow. I think you need to be like 75 or 80 toxicity for those. Not entirely sure, I'm just guessing, you know. Exact the values of all of them, they're different toxicity values. But you can have 2 decoctions at once. I never really tried that before. That's pretty good. So now I have Vitality for health, Damage for health, and the Warrior one, which is for Roach. As you see, toxicity being so high, I have 40-40 Vitality. Let's check back in a couple minutes. You'll see my health just gradually lessening without health regeneration. It does do damage to him. But it is good for a lot of those new mutagen things you saw, the mutations. It's good to be max toxicity, so double decoction would be a way to do that. Just keep it full. I don't think it'll lessen.
Let's dance.
As long as it's on, basically. Oh, Straggler, Archer. See, I was at 4,000 health. About a minute later, I'm at 3,000. It's doing a lot of damage having this high toxicity. Clearly not worth it in that case. It's the counterattack. I have that guaranteed finisher with the... Where is it? Yeah, deadly counter. That's a good one to start with. Guaranteed finisher on a counterattack. Very nice. But this is doing a lot of damage. I definitely need to drink all that alcohol and such to recover.
Ever fight a Witcher?
Wow. What's he doing now? Waiting for night for some reason. Why would I need to wait for night there? Oh, it's a nice place. Just a few hours. Not nighttime yet. Oh, he just restored the town. All the people come back. That's just when it's, yeah, liberated, populace return. That's when it's like a monster den, bandit den. Hostile area, it's called. Wow, that was quick. Everyone just comes back. And the inn is back too. That was all abandoned before. And now it's back in business.
Beast defiled me. I'd get some peace at last.
They're cleaning up. Cleaning the place up. Very nice.
Ad Feyen! Just what we needed! A witcher with stones of granite. That Blede Hanse has terrorized this land too long. Thank you for your aid, Vatgan.
On a hard save more because no Guardian Innkeeper. Because things like that, the high toxicity, I'm afraid he's gonna die or something, and I'm not able to save him. But no, I think we'll be fine. Just hard save occasionally and meditate if needed.
An elf guardian a long way from home. And he's not a soldier. Don't see that often.
Warfare did not appeal to me. My Vather, however, meaning my father, he fought at Sodden Hill. Survived despite a lung run through with a spear, and a right hand that went missing. Yet the injuries meant he could no longer serve in the Impera Brigade. Here in Toussaint, the climb and wine bolster healing, and a war pension paid in Nilfgaardian florins buys much. An inn, for instance. I thank you, Witcher, for your aid, for recovering my patrimony. Ard Dank.
Excellent. Alright, 1 second there. I'll look like Geralt when we're older.
Show me what you're peddling, Nilfgaardian.
Alright, we've got some Mandrake Cordial. Other things. Basic things. And nothing I can sell him, which I need to, so that's that. Basic tavern stuff. Maybe he has something unique though. Let me see.
Show me what you're peddling, Nilfgaardian.
He might, yeah, Gwent cards. Alright, now the closer inspection, I don't think there's anything really unique, so just some croissants and we'll be on our way.
So long.
Might as well hard save. I haven't yet tonight, and we Streamlab crashed earlier. I don't think the toxicity will kill him, but if it does, I can always meditate, so I don't think it actually kills you. I think you get a 1 HP or something. Anyway, good time for a manual save slot. And we'll move on. Yeah, there's plenty of storage capacity and such. Shouldn't take that much just to save the game. It's not that complex of an operation. For a game 10 years old now, it should be pretty modern and well, you know, well thought out. You can save as many times as you want. Still have plenty of storage space on the computer, the game drive, whatever. Should be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Let's check some messages real quick. La da 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 da. Random people on Discord again. Message requests. Silly, silly. And on we go. Steam Vampire. Just for tonight. It's okay. Yeah, I'll be fine. Alright, moving on. Ice open 7 times. So that was worth finding. Let's try these other two here. Slightly east.
What's up, Kitty Ice?
My head shakes so bad, I cannot hold my tools.
Yeah, I don't think he'll die toxicity. I don't know see if he does though. I was trying to drink earlier, but man, that is just such a hard way to live. Max toxicity. For double decoction, you really need to offset that, but you can't take swallow, you can't take the other one.
Come on.
That would heal him instantly, which is only the 2 use of enhance. I'm sure I can get a better one of that too. At least heal more, but it'd be nice to have more stacks of it, not just the 2, but that's how it is. Yep, he's too toxic for those.
That's it, Roach.
See how that works out, won't we? Bandits on the outskirts too. Wow! Apparently not enough health even for that. That's what I try to save often. That was funny, huh? For once, Geralt was the one on horse. Just by a single bandit, too. That was rough. Yeah, I think that's not worth it, double decoction. Unless you have a lot of bonuses like those mutations, which benefit from toxicity. The toxic blood. The other was, what was the other one? I'll double check next time. I don't think it was one of the critical hits in the... Oh, is that the one with the random decoction? But you had to have toxicity? I don't remember if that was the same one, maybe. But, you know, the benefits of random decoction, it said it wouldn't add to toxicity. So, you just have to learn what that decoction is. There's probably some I don't even have yet, because there's a few I didn't even make, and they're not very good. They just do, you know, various things, but they're not always very helpful. Witcher gear or regular gear? Did it say no, it could only die Witcher set? You couldn't die like every single set. I think it did say that on the die. Only the Witcher gears are dyeable. They didn't want to draw, you know, every single type of armor. There's sets beside Witcher sets. You get the Witcher set Grandmaster bonus anyways. Clearly worth it. D-Horst. Sorry, Geralt, little Viner. He did have pretty low health. I was trying to see when I got. No, I just thought I could maybe take that first initial enemy before seeing that, so I'll just reload there. It's no big deal. Not a big deal. And Nathan Fillion on Big Bang Theory. Back to the hard save. Looks like I didn't quick save fast enough. I was too close to the enemy. It's like it never happened, alright. How do I get out of here? Front door. No back door. Alright, I do want to see if toxicity actually kills him. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't, but in the meantime, I'll just look around the town.
Yes.
Welcome. Just take a look. Well, here's the grass. That was funny. Yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't seem worth it to have double decoction, but
What's new, handsome knight?
maybe at some point.
Greetings. Nice day, eh?
What now?
Salutations.
How's it?
Honor mode and such.
That's it.
Honor mode. And the storyline. These extra things to discover. It'd be pretty funny he died just from decoction, potion, toxicity, but shouldn't, you know? That really shouldn't happen. I don't think Quinn protects him from you. Nope. Yeah, it's good to find out. I'll probably just meditate so I can actually get my health back. I decided, yeah, it is a bit more worth it. I have potions. Maybe later for those mutation things. Let me take out one more look at that. We're almost about to see it. Hold on. Yeah, there's this one with the random armor, adrenaline. Yeah, this one you don't need. Toxicity. That one seems really good to me. Because you just have a bunch of like effects. It's only 2 minutes, but you just need to have one critical hit to have it, you know. But the ones with toxicity are sword damage. So if you had 75% toxicity, that'd be 75% bonus damage on swords and sign intensity. Sign intensity is just maybe the damage, the power, or the duration. And toxic blood will just do damage back to them. It's like thorns damage, basically. 300% damage back to how much damage they do to you. So basically they just die for hitting you. But I decided I like the deadly counter for now. I might change to that a bit. And there's a lot of other things to choose from. Things you can have one at a time. And you can only do the color of the extra skills from that mutation color. And it says yellow for other ones. I'm not sure which of these are yellow. Probably these ones. So, we'll see. It is curious. Curious stuff. Bloodbath was for... That's similar to the other one, the other German one. But things that you lose take damage. I'm not gonna go off that now. Not till I'm really confident in my abilities.
Be gone from my sight.
Alright, well he's about to be 1 HP. See if he dies. That would be so awkward. He just drops dead from toxicity. Oh my goodness! You can freaking overdose. It's just too much for his system to handle, apparently. Double decoction, you need to constantly take health regen to counter it. At which point you're just basically staying where you are. You're not really healing much, maybe a little bit, but it'll take a while to get to max health. So yeah, double decoction is powerful for certain things. Is it worth it though? Apparently not. You can freaking die to toxicity as health. It was like 1, then it was 0. It's probably like 20, 10, 5, and gone. I really didn't know that. He just drops dead in the middle of town from nothing other than potion toxicity. It was different in the other games, like you could only take them in camp and such. Now you can just take them anytime. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and meditate. Get the heck rid of those decoctions. It's cheap to make them, it's no big deal. But yeah, that is not worth it. Toxicity is fucking lethal. It's like an overdose. I mean, he's a mutant. He can handle a lot more than the average person. But even enough, apparently even enough potions will... Enough decoctions is enough to kill him. And that's crazy. Anyway, let's move on. Eyes open, looking fine. Look forward to chat with you soon. Alucard is working tonight, but we'll celebrate him more tomorrow. They're in Trent, lovely to start there. Did have to restream because Streamlabs crashed when I alt-tabbed, but that's okay. There was that Banyer to the Vineyard, killed him earlier. I guess that was the other side. Ooh, that's a fancy one. Hans base. You're in the base of operations of an outlaw gang known as Hans. Be particularly aware and prepare for a tough fight. These bandits are well organized. When attacked, might call for help from neighboring camps. To prevent this, kill bandits running with torches towards signal fires. It's like Shadow of War, freaking compound. They kind of stole that one from the other. Well, someone did that first. Your goal is to kill the Hans' leader. So, kill the torchbearers and kill the leader.
Giddy up.
Or fight unlimited waves of them, which is not a good idea. Assholes, will you just get a life and stop picking on people?
That's enough of that.
In the middle of the fucking road. You asshole motherfucking ouch. Death March, I would be dead already. Can you believe that? I took like 2 damage. I'm gonna try some grape shot. Seems like a good one. It ignores armor. It does some other things. Apparently not that much armor. Too bad. You got a sorcerer to fight now. You fucking scum. Assholes. I'm gonna recharge the bombs so I don't have to spend all this time healing and potions. Another quick meditation. 1 hour meditation for every group of assholes I kill. Oh, another one. They just respawn. They literally just respawn. I can keep meditating and respawning them here, apparently. That's kind of stupid, but it is near a camp. It is near a fortress. So 1400 for the heavy attack. You see it's slower, though. It's not really worth it. And they fucking shot me. Yeah, heavy attacks I'm sure are good if you build up your loadout to be based on heavy attacks. But I've done the light attack whirl build right now, so it doesn't really make sense to use them. But I still try to, you know. Another meditation. See if they keep respawning. I mean, it's good loot, I guess. Gosh dang it! I found the infinite extra bandit camp right next to the main one. That's hilarious. Well, if they keep doing a single point of damage to me, I'll definitely keep meditating and respawning them, but if I can kill them without taking any damage, is it really worth it to keep doing this? I'm kind of rich right now. I mean, I'm going to spend all the money on the Mastercraft Witcher gear, but doesn't mean that more money is bad. I mean, New Game Plus, I should be keeping everything for the second playthrough, too. So when you think of it that way, this is a pretty easy way to farm. Well, their weapons and stuff, I'm about out of room, but I can sell those. Sadly, I can't sell them at the nearby town. That guy doesn't take those. Yeah, I'm not going to keep doing it because I'm about to run out of room. Look at all these extra junk weapons. Never mind, it's too good of an opportunity. I'm going to keep doing it. It's too easy. I mean, this is the easiest way to farm. I mean, it's a little cheap, but by the time they wake up from their camp, meditating, there's only 2 that time, see? But yeah, I am out of room, so this isn't gonna last forever. That's hilarious. There's the decoction you can take actually for extra room. That's what the last one said before we killed him. There you go. In a bush, doesn't matter. You're dead. It seems like a good way to farm, but yeah, there's a thing called fucking carry weight. If I could get the damn Nexus mods to work, I'm sure I could find a way to have infinite carry weight and just do this for like 10 hours. Oh, I hate carry weight. I wish I knew how to figure out the Nexus mods, but from what I've tried so far, I just don't understand how to make it work. Let me take a quick look at Vortex. It's possible I could get it to work, but yeah. But Blood and Wine, good fun so far, and I'm learning a lot of things that I will, you know, just know better, have a better mastery for in the future. I can go to Vortex and straight to Witcher. Just plug in that infinite carry weight, restart the game or something, and it'll be set. That would be nice. Right now, Vortex isn't even launching, so that's not a good sign. I haven't actually used it successfully. I was trying to use it for Vampire, other games, but it's very challenging to get them to work. Steam Workshop, stuff like that. I guess Baldur's Gate 3 has its own mod manager built in now, but I'll look at that later when we get back to that after Siege of Dragonspear. For now, I'll be on Witcher probably for a while, maybe a little Red Dead here and there. I think I'm done with Darkest Dungeon for the most part. Maybe play that just like one more time or something, I don't know. Say goodbye to it. Alright, let's see how the heck this stuff works. I tried it with Vampire, it didn't work. Let me see if I search up Witcher. I should find it. Witcher 1, Witcher 2, Witcher 3. Wow, those are pretty different from each other, don't they? Manage. Hold on. Please confirm what? Please confirm user access. Alright, there's Witcher. Witcher 3 script merger. Many Witcher 3 mods add or edit in-game scripts. When several mods editing the same script are installed, these mods need to be merged using a tool called Witcher 3 Script Merger. Vortex can attempt... Alucard. Oh, you're kidding me. I set them all up to work, Alucard. They should... Working. Let me double check here, Alucard. It says for me, Voicemod Live. Connected. You sure? Did you try the free one? Yeah, try the subscriber one if you're currently subscribed, Alucard. Or try the dragon. The fire dragon is free for everyone. Try that one without bits here. Yeah, you did try it? Huh. I cannot figure out why it wouldn't work. I mean, that makes sense why people haven't been using it the last 2 or 3 years. But no, the extension should be... Let me have to like re-plug in the extension thing. Yeah, let me try to like add it or something. Maybe it's just not... Yeah, it's on. Let me see. Configure. Because I did re-authenticate it Twitch and all. Configure the extension before you go live. Provide the best experience for your viewers. It's already on. It should be working. Just try it again. Alright, thank you, Alucard. We'll try to sort that out. Huh. Voicemod Live Twitch extension. Download now. What do you mean? I already have it. Yeah, I mean, maybe they changed their sign since the last time it was actually used on stream was, yeah, like, probably during Dishonored or something, 2 or 3 years ago. Thank you, Alucard, welcome back. Trying to figure out mods for Witcher 2. I'm really sick of carry weight as in any RPG. I mean, it makes sense, you know, I don't have infinite carry weight, but I still want to have my good armor and such. Download started. I don't need this again, though. Voicemod. I'm so confused. What is it downloading? I already have Voicemod. Maybe the extension is just different? Alright, I'll download. I'm so confused. Why would I need a download sign I already have, you know? That makes no sense. It says 12 minutes on the current internet. If it doesn't affect frame drop too much, you don't go past 7% again. But yeah, from what I can tell, it is connected. But maybe similar to your purple activity, you know, some like tiny little minute detail. Doesn't go through, doesn't work. Alright, well, we will figure that out. I'll reinstall this, whatever that's worth. As for Nexus Manager, Vortex can attempt to download, configure the merger for you automatically. Before doing so, please ensure your account has full read-write permissions to your games directory. The script merger can be installed at a later point if you wish. Script merging works well with the vast majority of mods. There's no guarantee for a satisfying outcome in every single case. Maybe later, huh? Use default deployment method. Click on Witcher again. How do I find the Witcher mods? Alright, Witcher 3 mods. Don't have any mods. Collection. Workshop. So yeah, now I need to go to the website, I guess. Looks pretty different there in that picture. It's fine. No worries, Alucard. We'll sort it out. How you doing, Alucard? Well, good, brother. I have some good adventures so far. Alright, now I'll go to Nexus Mods. Use that Vortex thing. Find Witcher 3 mods. I did have a couple before. I had Snowy Novigrad, and I had like a flute where you could attract a lot of animals in the forest and such. It's funny. New quest line. Look at that. Bunch of random stuff, honestly. Auto eat mod. He just eats automatically. That's kind of funny. Alright, let me see inventory. Infinite inventory. You had no inventory weight limit, next gen over 9,000. Sounds good. Don't know how to make it work, but let me just try to get that to work. Alter inventory background, that looked cool. It's like swords in the background. That looked pretty cool. The default one is just it's just a picture. Is it really that big of a deal? It shows you swords in the background. I don't know. Okay, no inventory weight limit. Download the zip file, extract to the Witcher 3 mods folder. Simple mod that removes the inventory weight limit. It will always just show 0 weight limit out of your maximum. Instead of saddlebag. Kind of a silly one, but we'll try. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Alucard, I'm reinstalling the setup. Oh, it's done. Let me see that. Voicemod setup, but it's already installed. I don't need Voicemod again. Just the actual plugin isn't working. The extension isn't working. Strange. Yeah, I want it to work. That's a fun one, you know, just for standard commentary. It's fun. Voicemod setup. I don't think this is any different than the one I have already, though. So, Voicemod is currently running. Voicemod process will be closed immediately. Cancel. I'm really confused here. Is this the same thing or is it something else? It seems like it should work. I can pause it. Why wouldn't it work? Minimum bits, buffer time, minimum time. Maybe yeah, the alert URL. No, that's just the URL. That's just the design. There's the Q. Yeah, see, the last time we used it was 2 years ago. Chipmunk. That was the last time it was activated. Chipmunk. It did work. But, yeah. For some reason it's not going through now. Let me try it on the extension myself. Maybe that'll work. It did work. Oh, curious. Yeah. Alright, so it's there. Try the Cali tune. Changing the streamer's voice. Failed to send the request. Is that what you see, Alucard? We couldn't change the streamer's voice. Please try again later. Is that what you saw? Yeah. Same thing happens for me. Even though I added these new ones. But for some reason it's not going through. Gosh dang it. Alright, let me try the setup. Since it's not working, it doesn't matter if it's up or not. Setup. English. Voicemod is currently running. Voicemod process will be closed immediately. Okay. Anything else? Nothing else. Of course, that mutes my mic when I close that. My mic is on voice mod right now. That's better. Razor Siren Mini. Much better. Yeah, it makes sense to have a carry weight. You know, I just get tired of it because it's not actually showing him carrying all those bags and all those swords in his bag at once. It's just a virtual thing. Imaginary thing. Alright, why isn't that working? Oh my goodness. Alright. Yeah, thank you for trying it, Alucard. We tested earlier so we know how it works when we can get it to work. If I disconnect, reconnect, that could help. It's not freaking working right now. Jump scares, stickers, Streamlabs. Extension no longer exists. Several things. Where is Voicemod here? Prime Gaming. There's Voicemod bits. Yeah, there it is. Disconnect. And there's regular Voicemod. So maybe it's two different things. Yeah. So I'll disconnect that one, and I'm gonna reconnect it. Hopefully that'll get it to work, and we'll see the alert. You know, I'll practice the alert here so that we can actually try it. Should work, just weird. Silly people and things. Silly people, Twitch, Alucard. We'll sort out in good time though. Alright. Let me see. Open Voicemod. Complete the connection. Alright, it's reconnected. Let's test it again with Cali Tune. Changing the streamer's voice. Something went wrong. Please try again. Let me refresh. Maybe that'll help. I can't think of, what else I can do. Voice. To get that working, at least then we'll try the freaking mod. Probably need to restart the game for the mod to implement. And just apply automatically. I doubt it, but it would be a good mod. I hope it wouldn't affect my achievements or anything. Maybe it would. It's just carry weight, but it might still affect achievements. Alright, Cali Tune once more. Sorry, something went wrong. Please try again. It was a different error message this time. Basically the same. Still not working. Damn. Voicemod. The config I have. Yeah, Frosty Tools, sound alerts. Some extra connections. Other connections. Yeah, Voicemod bits. Should be working. It's connected. It's where I had a different Voicemod connection. Can't think of what that is. What's the problem? Here, Alucard. I don't know. Try to refresh, try everything I can. Could be they just they don't support it anymore, so. That's frustrating. They're trying to feature it for so long here. I don't know how to fix it. Sorry, Alucard. I'll keep trying. In the meantime, I will try to download the Witcher mod. How do I even download this? Download manual or straight to Vortex. Let me try to do straight to Vortex. Slow download. It's only 74 kilobytes. It's very small. Very easy. Alright, open Vortex. And I have to extract it, put it in or something. Where is it though? There it is. No inventory. Wait. Installing. What else do I have to do like after that? Deployment. It's deploying right now. Yes. Witcher 3 script merger is missing. I don't need that though, do I? Okay, it says enabled. So what I'm gonna do now is save and restart the game. See if that'll work. That should work. It says it's enabled, so as long as the pathing, the networking things are working, it should work. The thing is, I don't know if I really connected it the right way. If the game is connected to the mod manager or whatever. I'm not sure if I did that because I don't know how to do that. But I will see if it worked right offhand. Maybe it automatically connected the right files, the right networking. Check my Steam picture today, Alucard, for your vampire. You ready to see that? I changed my Steam profile picture just for today. Can show you that. Just for today, Alucard. Got my vampire for you. Vampires versus zombies. That's for you, Alucard. Just for today. Alright, let's restart. See, frame drop slightly, nothing too bad. Yeah, just a few things here and there. It'll be better for the long run though. Carry weight, is something that's always been an issue. I like to do it for Baldur's Gate also. I don't think I need too many other mods for that. The only thing I want to do in Baldur's Gate really is switch the character mid-dialogue, so that when I have certain, conversation bonuses, certain speech bonuses, different types of speech bonuses, like there's intimidation, there's persuasion, there's different kinds of bonuses. It would be nice to not have to pick only one character to use those bonuses, but to switch between. Yeah, that extension really should work. I can't understand why that wouldn't be working. Maybe the panel, I just need to add the panel back in maybe. Delete, deactivate the panel, then add it back in. Yes, I went to deactivate because it's not freaking working. Sure. Says it's enabled. Let's see if it's actually working. If it is, that'll be the very first time I've ever used a third-party mod for anything ever. Frame drop just reset itself mysteriously. Hopefully that's a good thing. Let me stream test. It's kind of mysterious to me when it does that, but we'll see. Alucard, thanks for popping on back in there. Hope you're doing well. Frame drop isn't too bad. I'm going to try to make sure it's stable here. It's tough. Internet situation is tough. Other things are a little tough. Loading. Alucard, we also have 3 days to go. Current donation goal, if you'd like to help for that. Show the car again. And then end stream. Stupid IRL streamers. Some better than others, I'm sure. Just most of them aren't very interesting. In my experience, they could do some interesting stuff. Just what I see for the times I tune in are not particularly interesting at all. Not to talk bad about any other streamers. I just think they can do better. So, relaunching here. Give it a minute. Sorry about Voicemod, Alucard. Well, it worked in the past, so maybe they just stopped supporting it or something. Voicemod company wasn't getting enough, activity on it, so they decided to stop supporting it. Who knows? 2% frame drop. Should we turn on that Wi-Fi yet? Not sure if that'll make much difference. Right now, there's really nothing going on my Wi-Fi yet. It's still just rising out of nowhere. Oh, it's synchronizing the cloud for Witcher right now. That's what it's doing. The freaking cloud should not be that bad, but apparently it affects the internet enough to the point where I'm having several percent of frame drop. Several thousand drop frames. Not ideal. But yeah, we'll see if this works. Figure it out. Voice nod. Dead in the water for now, but we'll revisit that best I can. Bits, voices, alerts. Queue. The info. Yeah, you queue time for like 15-second buffer time. I'm not sure why it's not working, but weird things. In the store. What I need in the store. What monetization are you talking about? Buffoons. And store here. Probably nothing very interesting. Yeah, I gotta keep it open. That's where my mic is actually plugged into. It's through Voicemod right now. So I wanted it to work, easily, directly. The Voicemod store, we have World of Tanks. Soundboard. Yeah, there's a few soundboards and things. Fantasy RPG. Included with Pro, it says. I already got Pro a long time ago. So. Oh yeah, it's the Barbarian, the Fire Dragon, all the soundtrack, the soundboard. Yep, I used all that. It's actually pretty good. It's a nice soundboard when you want to use it. It'd be better now while I'm just between things. Not doing anything at the moment. The voices are pretty good. AI voices. Yeah, the soundboard, I did add that actually. A while back. And the mic works, so that's good. Alright, relaunching Witcher. Let's see if the first mod ever actually freaking works. Without the script manager included. We shall see. Yeah, it just has various things. Music and atmospheres. Things for Alucard Blood Knight to enjoy. Some of them are pretty short. Some of them are loops. Atmosphere. Some of the soundtracks. Noise mountain voice. Check. Launching back up. It'll be great outcome. Motoritorel Cloud. Red helmets will spruce it up, yes, in this way. Sub badge goes from blue to green and it'll different. Spruce up the display, but just have everything we need for now. Which is wonderful. Shiny, shiny. Let's see. Ooh, dragons and all sorts of stuff. Be fine. Alright, back to Blood and Wine. Custom splash screen, a bit different. So we try our very first mod, see if it works for other things, as long as it doesn't interfere with the achievements, which case I will probably reload from the hard save that time I realized it messed with the achievements. But I'm really hoping it does not mess with the achievements. There is, certain mods get you all the achievements right away, probably. But I would rather not worry about that. Play have a good experience, a good adventure. But if we do fix the carry weight, it'll be better. If it doesn't fix for now, I'll probably just move on for the night and figure out the pathing and things like that games later. I'm not going to let, the mod not working interrupt us playing for now, so. We will get to that another time, figure out the pathing of the files, for the mod to actually work, for it to actually take effect in the coding and the files. But if it didn't do that automatically, I'll try to figure it out more manually later, or at least when we're not in the Witcher 3 category. But I don't want to switch to just chatting for now, and we can have the great adventure. Magnificent Monday technically over now. But unless coworkers or friends or someone calls me, we might as well move on here. That'll be great. Loading. Loading. Sorry for voicemail card. Do what I could for now. Okay, moment of truth. Is our carry weight set to infinite? Over 9,000. Let's take a look. It fucking worked. It fucking worked. It fucking worked. It fucking worked. As long as the achievements aren't affected, but, you know, I can live without achievements at least for a few hours. We fucking got it, Alucard. 0 out of 160. Are you ready for the greatest bandit massacre of our time? I'm gonna try this for 1 hour, unless I decide not to go through with the whole hour. Let's try this until 9 o'clock, shall we? 55 minutes. It's time for the adjacent camp massacre, because they're right next to the main bandit camp, but they're not quite on it. So that means they infinitely respawn upon meditation. And it's easy fucking money, 3v1. And it's fucking awesome. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's no reason to repair my sword. These guys are basic. You can use a regular steel sword at that point. I'll just use it, you know it's damaged. I'll repair it later. For now though, I could probably just meditate and just let the loot stack up. Let's see, does the loot, it's good to figure that out for future reference too. Does meditation destroy the loot, or is it still there? Not entirely sure. Alright, we've got their loot. Their loot. His loot. His loot. New enemy that spawned in late or whatever. And his loot. I just found the ultimate way to farm. There might be easier ways. I mean, there's probably mods where you don't have to spend the time farming. You just get as much money or so as you want. But, you know, that's extra cheating. It's kind of silly, though. I mean, it's entertaining to me to a point, so I'll do it for a little while, but... Alright, I won't actually do the full 55 minutes. That was a stretch. That's too much, I think, but... You know, a few minutes is fine. Ooh, there it is. The third one spawns in late sometimes, it's funny. I'll repair the sword. I have a 100% weapon kit. I'll use at least one of the 40%. Yeah, it's probably going to get completely written down, so it will do less damage. I'll use at least probably, well, 2 of these. Yeah, I'll get it back to 80%. But I might as well use some for now. That's funny, though.
Come on.
The late spawner. That is pretty funny. Oh, he interrupted me there. Ouch. Poison. Yeah, it might not be worth it considering that we could just get infinite money on the mod list too. But then it doesn't feel like I'm really earning it, I'm really using it, but still infinite carry weight is gonna be nice. I mean, obviously at this point I can sell the saddlebags, but I might uninstall it, so I'll probably just put them in. Well, you might as well just keep the saddlebags on, because that's what the slot is for, so no real reason to get rid of those. I gotta save after this one, they nearly killed me this time. Yeah, that was rough.
What? Lost your nerve?
Easy there, Roach. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Hope nothing happened to that water. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I could do a mod for infinite money. All the shops are just 1 gold. All the items in all the shops. Doesn't seem super worth it to me. I mean, I think, you know, baby steps for some things are good, so this is the first time I've ever got a third-party mod to ever work in my entire gaming career of decades. But, you know, I don't really need to, try any more for infinite money. I think I need to disable it until I know for sure there's achievements that I should have got that didn't get... I should look that up right now, actually. Let's see. Witcher 3... Do third-party mods affect achievements? It's nice to know some things they'll tell you when it does or not. I know there's mods like built in, like Hand of Fate, for example. Those are actually built into the game itself, so they're separate. Generally do not affect achievements, while some players have reported issues. The consensus is that mods are unlikely to disable achievements. No idea where people got that idea from, but the Witcher 3 mods do not disable achievements. Sweet. So obviously there's some that you can, you know, have God mode and such, but you just play on easy mode for that for the most part. Not really super necessary. So I think we're good. Alucard. And friends, carry weight, just one thing that has always bugged me. While it's, you know, there for a reason, it makes sense. It's also just nice to not have to worry about it anymore. So that we don't have to run all over the place, come back for all the loot, literally leave the loot there, come all the way back, go to the merchant. It's just nice not to worry about that. I don't plan to, you know, stockpile it again like I am right now. It's nice to do it just the once here. Definitely. Alright, we got the loot there. Let's see if it'll stay there upon meditation. It seemed to last time. Yeah, I think it does. Oh, they stopped respawning though. We finally to the end. Maybe it's because the loot's there. Let me loot and then try one more time for good measure. 10 PM, we're ready to take on the fortress. No, they just... I guess we're there because... oh yeah, he has the freaking fist out. Archer. Bandit comrade. Yeah, Axie gets it done pretty well because it stuns them for so long. Plenty of the stuff, yes. So yeah, I just might as well loot after every time. I'll repair the sword when we're done here. For now it's working. I'm just feeling really crappy all of a sudden, I'm not sure why. But we'll get through this. Oh, yeah, I need to start exercising soon, or I'm gonna have some problems. Not that I didn't get a lot of exercise at work yesterday. 17,000 steps yesterday. But, you know, I need to do other stuff.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Doing a fancy speech there, bandit. Falls on deaf ears, I'm afraid. Just a nice area. Yeah, they used to shoot Geralt in Witcher 2, all the townies. It's freaking funny. This is fun, yeah. I mean, it gets things done. Gives us plenty of resources. The junk weapons aren't worth much, of course, but at least now I'll be able to sell all of them at once. Whoops, that's Thunderbolt. That's Swallow. Oh, well, we'll just use alcohol. I was forgetting the hotkeys there. Damn. I might die here. I should remember to save. I should remember to save every time, just in case, you know, that next one is the one that they kill me. Fuck.
Let's end this.
Alright then. Oh man. Bodies are still there from the last batch. Yeah, I mean, this is probably just one of the few places this actually works. Doesn't usually work. Maybe because it's DLC, you know, some parameters are different than the main game. Who knows? Bloodthirsty bandits. Bloodthirsty buccaneers, usually chaotic evil alignment. They are just prone to violence. They thrive on... Oh, achievement! Overkill, making opponents suffer from that bleeding poison. Yeah, my sword. The steel sword does have some poison on it, so overkill get. And just with that, we completely confirm this mod, at least, will not affect achievements. Only 3% of players have that. Shiny new achievement there. Love it. I think my friend got that one recently, too. Very nice, Geralt. Taking care of business with Cat School for now. Gosh dang it. Though soon I'll be using full Wolven Grandmaster armor. That'll be my armor for time being. Let's see, plenty of time. Plenty of time these decisions. Sword still has enough durability. I think the swords can break, so I don't have to worry about that, even if it does run out of durability completely. I'm pretty sure they never actually break. See, 2% right now. If it would break, I'd be surprised. This is just a standard Winter's Blade. No glyphs or lodestones on it now, rune stones. So nothing fancy. Only one that time. They might come late, who knows. Maybe there's less this time of night. 4 AM. Could be. Uh-oh. Might want to get up there.
It's not allowed. That kind of beating feast is over. Disgusting spells.
Come on, come closer.
That was a close one. That was dangerous. That was just one of them. Why do I keep thinking it's tea? I need to change my keybinds. Well, actually, so you know it replaces with alcohol, yes? I don't know. It's fine, I guess. I keep thinking that it's tea for some reason. But alcohol est is easy to get. Should be fine. Fire stream. Only reason I'm able to do that, it's the secondary type of sign there. I think it's because of one of these. Yeah, it's fire stream. Alternate sign mode. It's a continuous stream of fire that damages enemy stamina. Stamina cost is reduced by 50%. Stamina duration combat plus 1.5%. Whereas melt armor weakens enemy armor effect, scaling the sign intensity up to a maximum of 75% stamina duration combat. Is added to. Not bad. Yeah, 1v1. No one's gonna take Geralt down in this world, but yeah, it's nice that you can get literally 0% and the sword, well, it does less damage, it's not gonna break. I mean, it's still there for now, it clearly hasn't broken. It might break, but I don't think so. Weird mods that make the game harder, like your armor breaks. Oh my goodness. That's the ambush from meditation, if I've seen one. Alright, take it steady, take it slow. It's poisoned right now, it's good. Yeah, I guess you can't block with Quinn on, though. It just doesn't work. I gotta keep trying it, but it doesn't seem like it. You're right, it won't. Shan't. It shan't. Oh, I blocked that time with Quinn on. I guess you can. Just depends the type. Oh, maybe because earlier it was the freaking vampires, so he has very heavy attacks. They're much more special attacks than just a regular weapon, so that's why I can block that with the sword. And there's literally claws, it's not just weapons. Yeah, I think sword is fine. It doesn't do any less damage, you know, it being more damage, it just takes more to repair it to full at that point. Once it gets half damage, it starts to have less effectiveness. Less damage in this case. Get up, Geralt! I need to meditate farther away from them. This is not a good idea. They get like 3 hits in every time. That's not good at all. About to die because you meditated too close. Alright, this time I'll take Swallow. Might as well. My goodness. I need to meditate farther. It just doesn't work that way. Oh, shit. Fuck, gonna get shot to death with an arrow. That's a bad way to die. Goodness. Alright, we're fine for now. He's still shooting at me! Goodness. Oh, come on. How good of a freaking shot can a basic bandit be? fortress. Bad idea. I'll come for you soon enough, don't worry. Freaking sharpshooter of the century over here. Oh shit!
Damn it.
I did. Oh no, yeah, time to go, time to go. They all found me from the sides. No thanks. Make a quick run for it. Come back for the loot later. Shit, how many are gonna chase me? The dogs! Sorry, puppies. They're pretty easy. Story and sword, at least. Death March will be another matter. Yeah, they don't do much, so that's good. You gonna at least attack me? Come on. Dog tallow. They're pretty giant dogs. Yeah, most of the dogs are using the game. Meditate, save to be safe. Yeah, he wasn't always actually in the meditation pose the other time, so maybe just the way I was standing, he didn't trigger it or something. I was on a hill or something like that. But hey, that's excited me. I've never got a third-party mod to work ever before, so this time it was automatically, you know, detected. Unlike Vampire, let's see how to put it in. Fantastic.
You'll never learn.
Where are you going? Come back here. My horse. Where you can kill the horse, I think. Yeah. I don't want to kill the horse. That always pisses me off when people do that in Chivalry. I mean, you get points for it, but I think you get points. But you might as well just ride the horse in Chivalry. Anyway, which are good fun for now. A few more down here. Probably the same ones, yeah. Same thing. How about not? Glad you like life, but death. You should have been smarter.
Ever fight a witcher?
There it is. All of our weddings and all our beheadings. Alright, we had enough there. That was a good, you know, a good close call. I think we will meditate one more time and try to move on. Yeah, I don't need to spend, you know, about a half hour doing this just because I want more onions and things. Okay, save, meditate. Always save first, and we're good. Let's get in there to the fortress and try to kill the leader and torchbearers. Oh, they spawned late. I guess I'm killing them one more time. Oh my goodness. Freaking archer. Ouch. I'm gonna kill them until I don't take any damage from them, and then I will move on.
That's enough of that.
Ow. Sly dog, you. Yeah, the counterattack's hard to do, but eventually works. Ooh. Save. Meditate. Oh, come on!
What? Lost your nerve?
At least he only took one hit this time. That was better. If I don't take a single other hit, then I'll just move on. That's fine. Excellent. We're good. Good to move on with our lives. Though, hey, I'm really excited. I finally got some mod to work in some game. Yeah, it's a lot of junk weapons there. That'll at least support some of his woven gear, Mastercraft. And that'll be good to have. Always working towards the next goal, you know, and that'll be my main equipment goal currently. Alright, save, drink, and let's repair the steel. Might as well keep it tip-top shape. with my repair kits. 5, so we'll use 2. 1 and a 2. In good shape now. Very good. That was interesting, you know? First time I've done something like that here, so we're in good shape. Moving on to the big old fortress. See if I can kill the torchbearers so they don't summon infinitely like I was doing there. And the leader is the main target, so guessing the leader's somewhere in the middle or in some type of place. There's no stealth whatsoever at regular gameplay on The Witcher, so we just have to fight our way through. Like you said, they're well organized, they're a cut above standard thugs. The dogs are actually pretty formidable now. Show you spells.
Come on, come closer.
Yeah, he had a heavy attack, so that's why I broke the Quinn. That was a much heavier one. Yeah, I could use some help here. Yerden doesn't last long, but it is good for the area. Oh man, this is an entire fortress. They really wanted some blood and wine. There's nothing like this in the base game. This is intense. I mean, they're all evildoers, but there's a lot of them. A lot for any one Witcher to handle, any one man to handle. He's a mutant, and he's a hero. He's a legend, a living legend. So let me look for that leader, shall we? Where is he at, I wonder? Somewhere in here. Where could the leader be? Out of all these people. You'd think he'd be distinguished, you'd be able to tell him apart from the others. I would think so.
Let's end this.
Take an incense. Have one of those. Nice little bridge to play on. Play with my bandit friends here. Oh, Archer. Wow. Have extra healing though, so we'll be fine. Damn, Archer's back there. Enough arrows! How do you do that? Oh well. Wow, my sword's already broken again. Yeah, that's a lot of enemies. Alright, I only have a couple more. But we'll make it last. Then I'll get my stash extra ones. Damn, look at all the bodies here. Alright, there's an upstairs. Antoine Starling Stragon's Hans. Your organization ain't gonna make much difference against Geralt. He knows what the heck he's doing. Yeah, I'm guessing he's at the top. It says the castle and upstairs, so. Well, I could have just slipped in and killed them all. Killed him, Antoine Sterling Stragon. Let's go, Antoine. Have a couple grape shot. Maybe a simoon. That'll help. Now we're good to go. You ain't so tough with your little warhammer.
Shut up and fight.
Shut up and die. Ha! It's teddy bears and bunnies. That's cute, at least. Alright then. Toussaint Knight's Steel Sword and Ducal Guard Captain's Gauntlets. Here are his notes. Taking the Silver Salamander in did a lot to relieve the tense atmosphere. Things had already relaxed a bit in the swamps, because a good number of our men went off on assignment. But our Hans is so bum-hugging huge, the ruins of Palace Arthatch still look like a bleeding bazaar. A man can't even empty his bowels in privacy. To top it all, my bones ache to high heavens from the humidity, and even winches can't warm me up properly. Need to look around for something, and fast, before the good mood from the last raid fades completely and folk get ornery. This time we need to hit something big. Thinking more and more about the vineyard to the south, Coronata. It'd do perfectly, worth sending some scouts. Maybe start planning a big job. I need to straighten out something with the lads. Every other one of them's hit upon the idea of scribbling down memoirs. Regular bloody bunch of literati. Should take to practicing swordplay or hunting instead of becoming diarists. I keep a log. That's enough for the whole lot of us. I'll whip one or two of the harlots' broods, wipe my derriere with their diaries, and maybe the rest will get down to some honest banditry. Yeah, it's a nice little bit of extra insight there. Wipe my derriere with their diaries, and maybe the rest will get down to some honest banditry. Alright, we seem to be fine. Good stable, 7%. Very interesting now. That's a lot of them. Turquoise armor. And he is dead. Alright. Yeah, he was upstairs the whole time, but of course I can't just sneak in there, run up there. Well, I'd probably fight a lot of them up here if I did. It could work. I mean, it's good to bottleneck them there. All the spells, Igni and such. Well, I have a lot of looting to do here, so I was basically, the same amount I did from that bandit camp. Well, is it just restoring it? Yeah. It restored it, so let's see if I even get the loot, but yeah, that was exciting. And now it's back into civilized hands. Less aggressive hands. More protectorate hands. Huh. Not bad, huh? That'll be hard to do on Death March just because the sheer amount of them, but it's kind of standard combat, nothing special. The monsters are a lot tougher than most of the soldiers. Oh, I can still loot. A Han's reigns of terror has ended. You've destroyed a Han's base and killed its leader. Something, something, something. Yeah, most of them are up here, so you get back up there. You can loot them after all. Yeah, it's an exciting little extra thing. Oh, what do you got here?
Well, well. Starling Strakenhoff, House Pam Tittled Harlotsbrud has bit the dust. May he rest in pain and agony. You've earned yourself a steep price cut here, Witcher.
Stragan. Name's familiar. Ran into him a while back.
What's this? He must have been a horrible hound shacker. Decent folk don't bear that name.
Can't say if that's true for all the Stragons, but this one sure wasn't decent. Met a bad end, too. Justly so.
You carved up the knob-capper. I knew it.
Druids did it for me, actually. Burned him alive.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Interesting.
Need something crafted. Could you do that?
Can sell the weapons to him for sure. That would be great. Alright, since I'm just going for the Mastercraft here, I probably don't need any of this, though I could do a feline sword. I don't think it'll be much better than what I already have. Can I at least compare these? Yeah, from just the base stats, it doesn't look very good compared to others. Bonus for the pieces, yeah, Grandmaster gear. But I'll make the Grandmaster. You might need the base one, so since I'm gonna do the Wolven one, maybe I should do the base Wolven one just so I have it for later. But I'm not sure if you can do that. Oh well, it's fine. Can make a couple of these. I always need those for the most part. This one uses the whetstone, this one I have more of. 15%. Yeah, weapon or armor, since I need the weapons more, I'll just do one. One of those. Alright, looking good. Yeah, I don't think I really need anything. I mean, I'll check with the Grandmaster later. For now, though, he is as good as anywhere to sell all these, so... Steel Sword is decent, but I do like the effects of the one I have right now. And it's Relic compared to Master, so probably better off with the one I have now. Toussaint, and we sell the rest. Let's see, I have 12,988 right now, after I sell all these. Whoops, well, I don't need those, but I'm trying to sell those. Those are just pants. Yeah, it's weird, the buyback. I'll try that, you know, at some point I'll hard save and realize how ridiculous the buyback is compared to selling it. Sell it for 50, buyback for 500, basically. It's just a really easy way if you just keep doing that to lose all your money instantly in like 1 minute, you know, it doesn't make any sense to me why they let you do that. But, you know, just because things are certain processes and easy to do doesn't mean you have to do them, you know. It's easy to do stupid stuff. I mean, right now I could throw my glass at my monitor. Doesn't mean yeah, obviously a lot of these thoughts and intrusive things come from OCD. Well, I learned to resist and deal with it. Doesn't mean that they're not still there. Alright, he's fresh out of money, so why not I get a nice couple of gems from him. A nice ruby. Always like that, whether I make ruby dust or just hold on to it for, you know, compounded wealth, basically, investment wealth. Yep, 20,000 gold right now, so that is great. And a few more to sell. Like I said, it's worth it. Don't have to worry about weapon durability ever again. So lovely. And there's a Bouclair Steel Sword, level 42. He has some decent stuff, like most blacksmiths. Probably nothing too unique here, except maybe the diagrams. Might as well buy those, probably. Those are, you know, things that you don't know before, so... Generally, I want fire and blood things for my fire and blood loadout. Got a crossbow. Nothing else very special. But, you know, come back if I need blacksmith stuff. Nothing to craft for now, nothing to dismantle. Might as well repair all currently equipped things. Should sell the armor too, actually. I need to hold on to it. Repair equipped. And let me sell the rest of those armor pieces here. And since I don't really need most of those diagrams, I'll just buy another gem. Why not? Got a ruby. Let's get a sapphire. Or 2 sapphire. Start with 1. You can always buy another. Okay. And I have guardsman, captain, tourney armor. Well, I'm sure it looks nice. I'm pretty sure it can't compare to actual Witcher gear. So, I'll maybe get mods for, you know, transmog stuff. For now, what he's actually wearing is what you'll see him wearing. Maybe there's mods you can do that, like illusions, like Diablo type filters. It's nice to be able to do that for certain RPGs and things. Other games you just play as that character, you play as that skin. It depends. Good for now. Thanks to Alico joining so far. Sorry to fix Voicemod later, but for now I got my first third-party mod working, so that's good too. Draconid leather. Maybe buy that later. Got my elegant dress clothes. Repaired my gear.
See you later.
Back to looting all these guys. At which point I'll sell all the new stuff back to him again. Maybe just buy something else. Like that Draconid leather. And it doesn't matter how much weight it has now, so really no need to sell my junk either. Just, you know, weapons are a quick, easy thing to save upon, so that's great.
Around here, it's wine, and more wine.
Alright, look at all this loot.
The
various things. Little fancy bandit camp. Oh, look at that. Something else. It all went off without a hitch. Bartolome de Lone proved a Ponzi fool, just like I thought. Witcher fell right into our trap, too. Put too much stock in his skills, thought he could handle anything. At first we acted like bored thugs, just picking our noses and waiting for our pay. When Delaunay and the Witcher finally came to terms, the Witcher let slip he was hiding the rest of the diagrams in the pits of Broom. Dangerous place, that, but maybe we'll find some safe route to the Witcher's cache. Well, that's good for me. One bolt from the Black took care of Delaunay. The Black expected more trouble from the Witcher, so we hit him with a couple. Good thing, too, because he still had a good heap of life in him, though he couldn't even get up off his belly. I let the lads check just how much pain a Witcher can stomach. They'd earned a bit of recreation after the fine job they'd done. Then we grabbed the coin Delaunay, and soon we're off to the pits of Broom to get those precious diagrams and sell for all we can. Bastards, yeah, might have been someone Geralt knew.
Armorer. Oh, that shit luck. Pits of Broom. Strange name for a series of caverns. Should investigate. Wonder if the bandits got the treasure out of the cave.
Probably not. And yeah, probably someone Geralt knew, since there's not that many Witchers in the world, right? There's different, schools, different areas, but there's not that many. He probably doesn't know many from, like, the east, the Vipers and Manticores. But, yeah. He knows everyone in the Wolf School, obviously. Congratulations. Alright, we're looking good.
It is the Witcher who saved us from woe.
All in good shape here. That is just about it for now. That was a nice bit of loot and such. Yeah, what a interesting area we found. Alright, that's good for now. We have the armors, all that, but fine. This one will be next. Might as well move on. There's probably more to do there, more to find. Maybe upgrade my armor and weapons, since that only lasts an hour. When you meditate, that'll remove that effect, but it's not a big deal. In Story and Sword, Death March, I feel like it'll be a little bit more necessary to always do that whenever possible. It's not always possible. There's quests and things you can't do that, but otherwise, probably worth it. Alright, you big bulbous bastards. Here we go. Cut them in half. Move on. Nasty plants. Crazy plants. Carnivorous plants. A little bit of Quinn left. That's nice how that works. Save him from a slingshot. Alright then. Very exciting. Shields and things.
Go, go.
So I've been moving on to most of each life. Pretty dang good time, wasn't it? Oh, look what we got here. Try a tracking bolt, actually. Target seeking bolt sounds good for something in the air. Not quite, maybe too far. Let's try again. Oh, I can't aim up apparently. I can only aim so high. That's rough. Needs to be at least in the direction, you know. Come on. Why is you only aim that high? Why is it so limited? That's silly. That is really silly. It's literally right above him, but that says ain't high as I can aim. Yeah, target seeking doesn't do crap. That's the one I was using, I think it is. Standard will do the trick. If I could just aim 3 feet higher. Freaking. Yeah, I brought the other one like that recently down. Or was it too hard? Got to lead more, maybe? I don't know. What is happening here? It's like dropping off too much. Well, I have infinite bolts, so that's good. Hit him eventually. Rolling basilisk. And such. Yeah, last time it was not that hard to aim. Maybe I was on foot? I don't know. I feel like I was on roach. Nah, it's the same aiming problem. Just can't aim high. It's as high as I can aim right there. This is ridiculous. Switcher things. Last time was a lot easier. I got him like almost right away last time. I wonder what I did differently. That is weird. Had a super easy time of it. I hadn't played this game in like years. 3 years. When I actually finished it more recently than that, like a couple years ago. I feel like I finished it like a few months ago. It was like a year ago? I don't remember. I feel like I finished it not that long ago. The main story stuff. We were playing it last. On stream. Trying to remember. Screenshots for that. Whether I've uploaded... Well, I've uploaded a few, but not many. Most of the ones I actually have. Yeah, I wonder how I did it so easily last time, and this time it's just ridiculous. Something is clearly different about it. The aiming. Maybe it's the borderless window things messing it up. Can't aim higher. I think that's just the design. You just can't aim straight up. It's like one shot in a million, though. To get this guy. He just flies too high. Can't aim that high. Can barely aim. That's rough.
Take it easy.
Frame drops. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try the Wi-Fi next time. This was straight Ethernet. It had nothing to do with Streamlabs crashing earlier, but still a little frame drop seems unnecessary. Alright, screw you, Forktail. Enough is enough. Can't bring him down. I won't bother bringing him down. I don't like to give up, you know, but sometimes things just aren't worth it. You have to consider what's worth our time. I only have so much time tonight. I'll make the most of it. Sneaky workers. Green. Pirouette, some would call it. A pirouette.
Hang your head from my saddle.
For light attacks. Wash the tail. Damn, that hurt. Thunderbolt, more damage. Mutagen. Would have been better off with Swallow. Oh, well. Just a little Thunderbolt. Last for about a minute. The other flute one I try to install is just one for fun. Just attracts deers and things. Bandits can use Thunderbolt after all. It's just alpha horse, but it's whatever. Ow, that nearly got him. That nearly killed him. Now the swallow. Counter it good. Stamina to work with. I don't have the arrow deflection on. I tried to turn it back on, but I went to something a little different instead. Counterattack. It's hard to do, but worth it when you can get it to work. There you go. More bandit camps. More for me to meditate and respawn on, right? This is actually the weapon wheel of some sort. Be quiet over there. What was this? Ah. There it is. Ah. To Priamek the bells of Beauclair House of Pleasure. Little brother, I'll be short and to the point. Feck Filibert, side stick starling, and Loth can lick my derriere. I'm on my own, thanks to that flying silver hen. I can live like a Zerikanian pasha. The lads are glad too, because finishing off merchants is not all bad as work goes. Doesn't tire you much, and blood can be washed off. And what loot! Yesterday, for example, a caravan drove through full of barrels of rum and dried ham. Did we ever have ourselves a feast? Which is why I'm telling you, brother, ditch that brothel business and join my band of merry men. I'm sure Mum cries herself to sleep every night thinking of her son working in a bordello. And it'll do her heart good to know I've got an eye on you. Your elder brother, Bartholomew Martin Chehovsky. Yeah, I think I'd take the brothel over the bandit life. I mean, depends. But in this case, I think Geralt literally just slicing them in half, maybe. The other one's not so bad. Meditate, see if they respawn. They shouldn't, but yeah. Stupid fork tail. I don't know why I can't aim higher than this. Just the design of it that wants you to aim freely for various reasons.
Move it!
You can be quiet, Forktail. Stop taunting me. Just stop. Yeah, I know how I did it so easily before. The last time I did it, it was really easy. This time is not. Not even close. Moving on. Oh, look at the birds. Monstered in on the way underground. So,
no
oh,
choice.
come on. So many plants in Tucson. Better than centipedes, I guess. Giant insects, a bit more annoying. It's alright. Dangerous arch spawning up. Pretty dangerous. Combinations. Will be just fine. There you go. Yeah, I put a decoction on. Just thought I'd have to keep meditating every time. 42.
Go, go.
Yeah, I'll probably put a basic decoction on, critical hits or something. Here we go, look at this. Forget that he can jump. Yeah, he actually can jump. What we got in here?
You can look around.
Yeah, I mean, he might as well just run through everything super quick. Either walks or runs. He doesn't have any stealth mode. Just get used to that since a lot of games do. Tomb Raider does. Most games do. He's eating a corpse again. One down, one to go. Big bulbous explosives. Pretty dangerous in caves, restricted areas like this. I'd say so. I was gonna use a decoction, but I feel like it's not really worth it now. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Need some firepower. Oh dear. How about a bomb? Hope we did something. Popping up. Better than the Vermintide bombs. That was pretty intense. Which one was Ekimira? That is damage dealt to foes. That's a pretty good one. I was thinking just critical hits, but since I already have that one equipped, I guess that's easier. So been good fun. Pop it on by there, a la carte. Thinking about other things too. Should be right sight the frame drop. You see most of the beautiful game, I hope. Good adventures. But other things too. Should be right sight the frame drop. Speed. It's a beautiful game, I hope. Still looks decent, 540p. I mean, you don't see it as clear as I do. But eventually we'll get that 1080p. Probably get Starlink. It's hard with other things like car situations still. It's hard to know if the car didn't happen. It's like we'd know that. Alexander's journal. Ooh, look at that. Grandmaster Feline. We found it. For this one, at least. But that's probably just where the other one was. That was fun. We ran into that. There's only so many places things are. Burned all my bridges. No returning possible. Not after I committed murder and took those Grandmaster diagrams. Probably already on my tail. Hope to finish the deal quick and start a new life in the south. My time as a witcher is over. Can't trust Delaunay, especially since he insisted we meet in Bandit's Den. Hid the diagrams in a cave which no ordinary man will be able to enter. If everything goes smooth, I'll collect my coin, tell him the cache is in the pits of Broom, then offer to escort him there for an additional fee. But it was here instead. If it doesn't go smooth and someone finds these notes, know this. It was worth it. Worth killing my own. Worth stealing, worth anything to escape from a miserable life on the path. How about that?
Every Witcher's felt it. The urge to drop it all and ride off into the sunset. This one decided to act on the urge. Costs be damned. No one lives there anymore. Might still find some clues, though.
Curious. Geralt of Rivia. Camped there in the cot for a while. Somehow avoided the dangerous plants, which were still there. Probably had some alchemical help or something. Just sneak by them, or make them not detect him, or something of that nature. Curious. Pretty good though. Alrighty then. Moving on. Open. See the place, the treasure hunt. Those little pop-ups happen too fast. Can't really read those. It's alright.
My Must be Delaunay's residence.
Bands and things. Persons in distress. Can I track that, or is that just the general area? Delaunay's. Who will this be? Find a way in. White Wolf. Yeah, I could probably get a mod to make his hair black. That'd be kind of weird, though. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's white with the character. Probably just have a helmet. I mean, obviously the helmet would be pretty interesting, but you wouldn't see his expressions. You wouldn't see his eyes as it move. You could just put on the wolf mask. If you like that. Use it occasionally, you know. Not for the main quest typically, but for a few contracts. Things like that. It's just for variety. Got it with Triss way back then. Alright, must be a way in here. Like that, whatever that is. This looks better, promising. Perfect. What are they doing? They're beating freaking corpses. Grandmaster Feline, yes, sure. Oh, it's the last one in the set. Not that I'm going to use it, probably. But, yeah, it's the last one. Alright, you bastards. A bit of stamina, so I can... Only need bombs, they're pretty easy. Unless they get the better of me. And they're not that easy. Poison, you haven't used that one much. There's poison there. It's actual poison mushroom stuff. Not bad. Keep shooting arrows. Damn sharpshooters. Well, I needed a decoction there, so no real reason to use one, I guess. You were saying? There you go.
My soul cannot handle this. It simply cannot. Oh, Lebioda's wounds.
Calm down. It's over.
I thank you, sir. And you must forgive me my momentary loss of composure. Are you in need of accoutrements, monsieur?
Merchant.
Villa looks abandoned. You its owner?
More its temporary steward. By order of the Treasury Minister, I am to serve as caretaker of Count Delaunay's properties and estates. The Count is missing. Yet, no one at the palace warned me. Villafedet is the lair of bandits. That is to say, it was, but is no more. Thanks to your heroism, Monsieur Witcher.
Want it to rain already.
What do you have that you're willing to sell?
Landscape. Nothing much, huh? Silver. Basic stuff. Thanks anyway. Can't sell him what I would sell.
Thanks. So long.
And that is that. the mask portrait, the mask slot. Yeah, the slot is nice. Alright, what else then? Pretty fascinating. Glad Alucard kept the trackers at bay on Magnificent Monday. That was good. We'll celebrate him fully tomorrow. See how other things look for the night.
Hail, sir! Do you require anything?
I require something.
Thanks. So long.
Funny guy. Alright, that was that. I think we're good here. Oh wait, search the estate. There's somewhere I haven't looked yet. Maybe in here. Yep, I think we found it. Roasted ham. Yes, the bandits were camping out. Soup. Oh, look at this. Letter, and there's the last feline armor. It's complete now. Very nice. Dear Bartolome, it's behind the picture, I guess. I received your letter and I'm delighted you have found a solution to your problems. The Witcher you described does indeed seem dangerous, and you yourself always told me they are all freaks and cold-hearted murderers. Yet despite all that, I still think you should agree to his offer. If those diagrams truly do outline revolutionary new methods in armor smithing, not only will you be able to complete the contract Her Grace has given you, but you will also earn a great deal of glory for yourself. And that, I know, is what you value above all else. Going to the bandits who dwell in the ruins of Arthach Palace for its protection is a wise move. If the knights could not get the best of them, a Witcher will also feel duly cowed in their presence. Shady miscreants of all types always respect each other. Still, be extra careful during that meeting. Bandits and witchers are not to be trusted. Yours truly, Belinda de Lone.
Another tale of a life compromised and ultimately claimed by greed and ambition.
That does it for the feline gear. Mutagen transmutator. This last one, the area. Scavenger hunts completed. So I could do Grandmaster Feline, but I already have the Grandmaster Wolven. I just feel like that's more well-rounded since he is from the wolf school. It makes more sense to him to use his own school. Obviously, there's a Siri will be different. Next one, we'll see. Shall see. Another 807 bits Alucard. Happy to take some shots for you. That would be 900 bits. Wait, 907 bits. Happy to take a shot for you, Alucard. Whatever you would like. Alright, I think we'll head back, or at least do some side quests to the main town, but there might be other things in the area if it was easier to see. So, auction is there. That's not so bad. Guess we'll go there. If it's not super far, I might as well just go there, you know. Reuben, some quill pusher from Her Grace the Dung Quesa's court, has been sniffing around Villa Vedette. Don't reckon I need to explain why I don't like that, eh? Nor how much. You're to find this cleric and kill him. Burn the building, anyone in there with him, the noose, no raping, no impaling, keep it simple. Then head back to the Arthach ruins quick because I've got another job for you, Ace Thragon. Welcome to Lurker, love to chat with you. Back to the Arthach ruins quick because I've got another job for you, Ace Thragon. Alright then. Nice door. Beautiful horse. Beautiful stream adventures. About 10% frame drop. I think I'm gonna have to get Starlink soon, but I will try tomorrow's stream with the Wi-Fi added on top of it, see if it makes much difference for the Wi-Fi, whatever. I think it should be a little more stable, it's a little faster. The direct Ethernet connection is still on, it'd basically just be different for the other one. Maybe that's the Basilisk. No, probably not. Some wolves. I'll kill the ward leader. That'll displace them. Could get that dog tallow, but it's really not necessary. Just the ward leader is necessary. Where'd he go? He's gone. There he is. Change freaking position. Yeah, could get the ward loot, but it's probably not worth it. And that steel sword for beasts too, I guess. More physical, less monster properties. Interesting. Yeah, I doubt that's the Basilisk, but try anyway, I guess. Stupid forked tail taunting me all day. I think that could be a Basilisk, I don't know. I don't really know the difference. Not a wyvern, the little tiny wyverns. I hate this aiming so much, it's just gonna drive me crazy. I could try for an hour and not get it, so in this case I'm gonna say never mind. Let's move on to Wine Wars, whatever that's about. Do have wine here, we only drink it the one time in stream so far. Exclamation wine if you want me to drink some. Ooh, that's a nice landscape, nice environment. Nice open, moving on. Thank you to Alucard, keeping our chat curse at bay. Lovely Marin Trant earlier on the previous stream before Streamlabs crashed. So lovely. Sunset Glory. Glorious. Let's see what this Wine Wars is all about. Check the message board. Just in case. Widow seeks nanny. Recently perished knight errant. Soft on the eyes, free of vice, well-mannered and patient. Antoinette de Nouragua. I'm your man, Antoinette. That's funny. Jobs were somewhat easier. That medieval age, the game really has medieval tags, but a lot of things weren't nearly as nice as we have these days.
For 4 generations. That is how long my family has been producing wine?
Producing plonk unfit to drink, you mean? Which is exactly why you should sell Belgat to me, not him.
As a ducal clerk, I must look after the duchy's best interests. Belgard currently belongs to the treasury. The minister of the treasury has clearly expressed his desire that Belgard be handed over to a responsible steward. Yet, diverse troubles beset both your present holdings. Until you resolve them and thus prove yourselves competent, selling Belgard to either of you is out of the question.
Well, Happy? This is your fault!
Mine? You're deranged, woman. Hark, good folk! Be it known, Batilda de Vermentino is a cursed, spiteful lunatic!
Fly on the wall.
Doesn't look cursed to me. Just really, really angry. Ticked her off quite a bit, you have.
Truly, how would you know? A shrew tamer, are you?
Oh, Witcher. Know all about women. For this playthrough, considering both Yennefer and Triss hated him at the end, I think we'll just say a Witcher. Maybe the next time, Geralt, but that would be a bit of a far-fetched way. Just considering, how badly it went with Yennefer and Trist, and basically, chaining him to the bed. Dandelion knows a bit more about women because that's like his main arts and passion. Oh my goodness.
A witcher, so no expert, I guess. But it doesn't take an expert to see when a woman's angry.
Yeah, I suppose you speak the truth, brother. Wait, did you say witcher? Not seeking work, are you? You see, I wish to buy a vineyard. Belgard. Yet that bloody bureaucrat's not likely to sell it to me until I settle my troubles at home, at Coronata.
What kind of troubles we talking about?
It's botched in more ways than one. The herbarium, infested with monsters. My steward gone missing, with an entire transport of wine. And someone's abducted my herbalist.
A lot of bad luck for one little vineyard.
If you ask me, it's that Matilda, her handiwork. A sugar-sweet face, a temper sharp as horseradish. So will you help?
Good look into it, but not for free.
That goes without saying. What is your rate?
At least he called him brother. Let's see, bonus. Ooh, that's nice. So if I start the highest, then work my way down, you should get less mad, right? See how annoyed he gets from this one initially.
I simply cannot afford that much.
Damn, that annoyed the heck out of him. Even though he didn't sound like it, but mechanics are one thing.
Could you not reduce it a shave?
A shave. Alright, bonus rate of 100. That's plenty fair.
That sounds fair.
Sure sounds like work for a witcher. Yeah, I'll help.
I am really, truly grateful. Thank you. My vineyard lies east of here. You're sure to find it. Now forgive me. I must talk to that quill pusher. I might win him over yet.
You're a witcher, yes? I heard you talking to that oafish ogre Liam. Disgusting man. The worst sort. First, seduces with a dashing gaze, the fair face, then reveals a coal-black heart. But that's all beside the point. I stopped you because I want to buy Belgard too. Alas, things are rotten at my own vineyard, Vermentino.
Strange coincidence.
No coincidence. I am certain Liam's thrown a stick in my spokes. Several sticks. My cooper and blacksmith both have mysteriously vanished. Man-eating plants have sprouted on my paths, and strange things are afoot on Pheasant Hill. The list goes on, but the crux is one. I must solve my problems at Vermentino if I'm to stand any chance of acquiring Belgard. Would you help me before you help Liam? I'm willing to pay more than he's offered you.
Try it this time.
I'm sorry. That's not an amount I can afford.
You annoy them too much, they don't give you any bonus, but yeah, I'm still trying,
I sense we're close. Very close.
How close? Try that.
Fine. Settled.
I can help. At least try.
Wonderful. You've no idea how much that means to me. My vineyard lies due west.
So we help both of them, and then I guess the
I shall
auctioneer.
stay here for a time. I must make certain Liam does not pull some stunt while my back is turned.
Gotcha.
Nice
Farewell.
torch. I was a guard. Yeah, so basically help both of them, and it's really up to the auction or whatever, but maybe you decide who gets it at the end. Liam and Vermentino. Yeah.
Master Witcher, have you any news?
This vineyard, Belgard, why is it so valuable?
You are not from here, it certainly shows. Before Count Crespi fell prey to the beast, Belgard belonged to him. As a man of wealth and influence, he guided it to immense success. Brought in rare grape varieties, hired skilled workers. I shan't trouble you with unnecessary details. Suffice to say that merging Belgard with another vineyard is a sure recipe for success.
Found evidence of sabotage on Coronado lands. Someone's been causing trouble, with an aim in mind.
Good aim. Welcome to Lurker, love to chat with you.
Rare grape
Anytime.
varieties, hired skilled workers. I shan't trouble you with unnecessary details. Suffice to say that merging Belgard with another vineyard is a sure recipe for success.
Found evidence of sabotage on Coronado lands. Someone's been causing trouble, with an aim in mind.
Good aim. Sorry, quite the delay, but we'll fix that eventually.
I dare say I even know who.
What are you staring at? I had nothing to do with this.
Wait. A third party is responsible for Coronata's problems? Have you any proof?
No.
Then you must find some. These are weighty accusations. They will not stand on hearsay.
Right. I'll come by once I've got something solid.
Farewell.
Take care now.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
But I like brawls. Alright, so... what is this? Quest? Wine Wars? Yeah, why did it... solve all the problems at the Vermentino. Coronata. I already did 2 out of 5 for that one. Let's see which one's closer, though. Yeah, they're pretty close. Oh man, they're all over the place. Alright, well, I'll just do both of them and come back, because it makes sense to do both. Or I could just help her and not him. Or obviously him and not her, but I already forgot who was who. I actually forgot who was who already, so I guess we'll see. Nice vineyards. Ooh, that's a crescent moon, I guess. Kinda hard to tell. Graphics. Looks good overall. Some nice lurkers, probably from what's your category. Love to chat with you about blood and wine and other things. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this must be hers, because she did talk about plants, where the other one talked about monsters, which are probably not plants. I would guess. Yeah, this one not taking any damage at all. That's rough. Stop growing. Yeah, it's supposed to take more damage than that. Ouch. Took my decoction. It's behind all this stuff. Can't really get to it. Yeah, I get a little healing from the decoction, that helps. Definitely helps. Ow. 1 HP. Holy. Since. Waits a few hours. Bad.
Like a pitchfork in a dung pile.
Interesting. Should be pretty good.
Ow! Oh, Geralt, I knew you would save us.
just told you.
Bogdan, we must take unusual precautions. We still do not know where these giant parasites are coming from, so put out additional guards. Burn torches day and night, and never let the fires go out. Those wild plants are vulnerable to fire. Remember, our forest herbarium is vital. Without the flavorings you secure for us, we will never manage to finish producing the spiced wine, which we have placed so much hope. I know men are afraid and do not wish to work, so instead of the stick, which I have heard you are overly fond of using, announce I am raising their wages by 2 crowns, and that furthermore they can report to the kitchen at the end of the week for a pan of pate. Liam Coronado. Alrighty. Water essence. Have the steam remote for that, of course. Very funny.
I simply haven't the time.
What? You're inside of Roach. Scribe, get away from my
That's it, Roach.
horse. Yeah, I guess I'll just do both. That's the easiest thing to do. Pretty much. Get some swallow. What's this? Bandits? More bandits. Yes, indeed.
Any last words?
Nothing worth remembering, they'd have to say. There we go. Poison is effective, isn't it? Ah, he's not dead yet, though. Nothing rash, he says. There you go. That's how I like to do it. Good enough. That's funny. See how that turned out. I've been meaning to review these clips in a stream or so, so time to, when I eventually do clip of the day or so like that, I've been looking forward to better internet. That guy on the little showcase thing. Then I'll review them better. Look forward to that at some point. For now, this mod is definitely helping things out. Just editing the files, basically. Carry weight value. It says over 9,000, so eventually it runs out. Journal from a journey around the world. First day of the expedition. I, Conrad Veit, shall do the impossible. In 80 days I shall traverse the entire continent, from Caravista to Lan Exeter. I spit upon danger and hold in the highest contempt all the small-minded folk who predict catastrophe and failure. I shall prove to my adversaries that betting against me was the greatest mistake of their lives, a mistake for which they shall pay dearly and in Nilfgaardian florins. 6th day of the expedition. I am still in Beauclair. To keep to my pre-established plan, I should have passed the city by altogether, for I am already 2 days behind, but blasted all my rears about to fall off from bouncing on the infernal wagon bench. I reached my limit of hard tack and dried pork. I've earned a bit of luxury, so it's time to visit the famed pheasantry. 8th day of the expedition. I made some new friends in the pheasantry, kindred lovers of adventure, all. They caught on at once to the idea behind my expedition, decided to join me. Tomorrow we embark together, yet Zwezin, one of my new companions, suggested we leave the city at once and pitch a camp outside Beauclair. There we shall be able to conduct a thorough inspection of my supplies and prepare for the journey onward. 8th day of the expedition, evening. We have made our provisionary bivouac. Everything was examined, my funds counted to the last copper. Zuazan loaded everything onto a wagon and prepared the horses. I now sit by the fire, drinking est and enjoying an evening of relaxation. Life is beautiful. And they killed him. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Because obviously a nobleman trying to do this around the world in 80 days. And bandits... Yeah, that's how rough the freaking continent is. And bandits just, yeah, slit his throat.
Go.
Moving on. I want to say the superior swallow, if possible, so let me just use enhanced swallow to heal with the decoction on. I mean, it just makes more sense to do that. It's only alcoholics. I can easily buy more of that. I'm pretty sure all the merchants refresh, so you'll never actually run out of potions and things as long as you don't run out of money. If you run out of money, well, just have to get by on things you find in the game, but for the most part it gives you more than enough to finish the game, the main stuff at least. I just always worry about resources, RPG element things. Alright, on to the next one. Seems we have to go this way to get to the other side. That's what it looks like, over the mountain I guess. All the way over here. Seems like I'm going the wrong way, but I guess the map navigation knows what it's doing. Follow your GPS off a cliff, right? That is how it goes sometimes. Until we have bubble cars, you are likely to get injured or die. Most things like that. But horses aren't exactly safe to ride all the time either. What's this? Fancy place. I don't know what this is. Kind of curious.
Halt! No passage.
Tin.
Sir Roderick does not wish to see any guests. You're not to go anywhere.
If I want to go. Oh well.
Let's go.
It's got a big health bar to recover. Takes a few. Just want to save that fish for the most part. So let's see. Food and drink. Can only have one health duration at a time, so I just decrease the timer and waste the remaining time. If I were to use that, pretty sure. Maybe I'll try it at the end here, 45 seconds, see if that works. Hey, some rock trolls. Those guys are usually nice. These are rabid. They're usually pretty nice. Uh-oh, roach. I have to fight them. They're just rock trolls. But if I don't fight them, they might kill some knight errants, so... I mean, they're smart, you know, they're usually friendly. Should I fight them? See, with all problems in the current vineyard, this is apparently one of those problems. Sorry, guys. If I want to do the quest, I do have to at least drive you off. Maybe they'll leave. What's this? Give me these random keys. What are all these keys for? Brother, enough of the hesitation, this fretting, these feelings of guilt. Liam Coronata pays you practically nothing, and you've got a family to feed. So do as I say. Load up a cart with barrels of that new spiced wine, and in the night, quiet as a mouse, haul it away from the estate. Head northwest, and when you cross the stream, you'll find men waiting for you. Give them the barrels. They must be desperate to get this wine, because, merely as a down payment, they've handed me a pleasantly heavy pouch. Just be careful, because a pair of those vile rock trolls hunt in the Blusher Valley. How trolls end up here, you ask? They were imported. For the tourney. For knights to battle, for the crowd's amusement. Thing is, they fled the transport and began slaughtering their way across the land. P.S. Hide the share of the down payment I've sent, because if someone finds you with that kind of coin, they'll start asking questions, and our business will end quicker than it began. P.P.S. My advice, bury it in a pile of dung. No one will look there. Are you stupid? Coin doesn't stink. Or the dung, I guess. Yeah, I think I probably have to deal with them by killing them. So, sorry guys. Doesn't seem like there's many other options here to finish the quest. Maybe the note was enough, but I feel like, you know, until they're dealt with. Yeah. Probably that's not enough. Sorry guys. That's what needs to be done. Sorry, buddy. I didn't want to. They're smart creatures, you know, they're sentient. Met that one nice one before. They're pretty cool. Seems like they must be dealt with this way though.
How you like that silver?
Oh, sorry. That's what I had to do for the quest. Alright, excellent. Time to pick it up from... Pick it up from there. Game saved and good to go. Very lovely times with blood and wine. We got to good 4 nights. Not so much progress, but a decent amount. Some lurkers at least popping in. Tomorrow we shall fully celebrate Alucard and probably play a little chivalry in Fortnite when I have time before the stream. So we'll probably not play it on stream. We might do more blood and wine. Might play more blood and wine. We might play Siege of Dragonspear or something else. We shall see. So until then, hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Alucard, for chatting. Thank you, Alucard, for the cheer. We'll hopefully fix Voicemod at some point. Cool, we got our first third-party mod ever working, though. Not bad. Until tomorrow, good night for now.
Johnny Bravo, you just missed me. I'm heading out for the night, but what's up? And goodbye. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh my god. And we're getting a raid.